I'm toe-to-toe rubbing shoulders with legends. If we talking paying dues, I'm over-aggressive. My tongue is a weapon, I know you in question. I benefited from the teachers, I'm more than a message. And the way the feeling move me is more than a session. Back in the building, no cap on the ceiling. Don't even argue with niggas, I'm 1 in a million. Got real stain in my city, it's not with a blemish.
Back like we never left. You already know mindset is the movement. Another day above ground is another day to be great. You rocking with your boy Fella.
I am your dog Pop.
Mindset,
bro.
What's happening, Pop?
Man, what's happening,
What's good with you, man?
Man, we just kicking flavor.
We always kicking flavor, man. We always kicking flavor.
Gotta talk a little hip hop with y'all, man.
Yeah, man.
Got a lot of shit stirring up.
Just catching up. I got you know, the seasons is changing, so I'm still implementing good health tips. I keep my water on deck. Absolutely. I got the fruit going around.
Yes, sir.
Skin glowing, skin looking good. What else could they want from us, man?
Nigga, I be feeling like nigga bend over and stand up too fast, boy. Nigga down there pass out.
Word, bro. You gotta keep it going. Keep that blood circulating.
Keep the blood circulating, stretching.
Yeah.
Stay hydrated for sure.
That's a fact. I mean, I've been on my push-up shit, but I'm on it even more now. I might do 50 a pop.
Yeah.
I'm doing 50 push-ups at a time now.
Shit, that's the shape you want to be in, bro.
You feel me?
For sure.
Nah, all is good, though. It ain't a lot I could complain about, man. Just, you know what I'm saying, loving life and just loving just being a better version of myself. That's the goal. Yeah. Every day you wake up, just be a better version of yourself, man. You can't ask for no more, right?
That's it, man.
That's it, man.
That's it, man. Just try to stay a step ahead, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
This life can get crazy, man. It can get overwhelming. At the end of the day, man, you just gotta go back to your roots.
For real. That's for real, man.
Sometimes, like that boy Bean say, man, you gotta take your shoes off and put your feet on the grass. Get back grounded with the earth. Like
that's a fact, cause a lot of stuff out here could rip and run you the wrong way. A lot of shit, man. Gossip, a lot of, you know what I mean? It's going around, especially in the music.
Absolutely.
Especially in the music. Word.
Definitely, man. Man, you been listening to any new music?
Yeah. So I took a vacation with the fam a few weeks ago. About a month ago now.
Yeah.
About a month ago now. So we hit the Carolinas. Yeah. And it was dope, man. I mean, we rented the big boy SUV.
Yeah.
Everybody got their bags in, piled in, and I like the radio, but sometimes the radio could play the same shit over and over and over. You know how that shit is.
For
and
sure.
You taking a road trip, you gonna hear it 10, 20 times, but
for sure.
One song they was playing over and over and over, and I didn't want to change it. This shit was jamming. I was like, yeah, this is some new heat leading into to the summertime. Yeah. And it was a new track by Jack Harlow.
Okay.
That Lovin' on Me.
Okay.
You heard that shit?
I ain't heard it yet.
Oh my goodness.
If I have heard it, I didn't know it was him.
Yeah. You probably had. If you haven't, you gonna hear it a lot, man. Yeah. He I don't know, he came with a banger. It remind me of when and of course he's not a brand new artist, but he's fairly new. But he's not brand new. But it remind me of when I first heard Post Malone and he was dropping the White Iverson and he had them other two hits behind it. Right. You know, at one point in time, 2014, 15, around that time, he was dropping consistent hit tracks.
Yeah.
I feel like that about Harlow. Like this shit right here is a hit. Automatic. I mean, the beat is vibing, the song is vibing. You know, he keep his tempo up most of the time. Yeah. It's a vibe, man. I can't even lie. Like he got one with this one. So I give him his props for that. So y'all, if y'all ain't heard it yet, y'all gonna hear it. It's Jack Harlow, that Lovin' on Me.
Okay.
Word.
I'm gonna definitely tap into that, man.
Yeah, tap in. And just another joint I heard is Gunna and Offset. Yeah, they got word. That Prada.
That Bray shit too.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that Bray shit.
Yeah. I mean, I knew when all this controversy settles as far as the Gunna shit, what he went through in the last couple of years, I knew it was gonna get back to just being about the music. Yeah. And it seemed like that's where it's leading at now. You got Offset jumped on it, and they just making it happen. It's a whole vibe for real. But it's something to look forward to listen to when as far as leading into the summer.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I could say them 2 tracks.
Yeah.
Flo Milli, we spoke on her on last joint. Her shit still riding, but she done went and put SZA and Cardi on a remix.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So shout out to her, cause like I said, when
these women are teaming up too.
Yeah, they teaming up. They teaming up. And I knew they was gonna jump on her wave because that shit right there. Like I said before, I don't even listen to a lot of female records, but I could play that shit every day, and that's a vibe. Yeah. So Flo Milli,
is she from New York?
Flo Milli?
Yeah.
Nah, I believe she's from Alabama.
Oh,
but she made her way up out of that city and been moving around so much, you might not even realize she's from Alabama.
Okay.
Yeah. She done did it, moved around, made her connections.
Almost like some cold shit, cause I mean, it be certain artists, man, they just gotta get out of their own city to actually make it.
I think that's what it is.
Like Cole went up to New York to make it, but he really from Carolina. Like.
Right.
So it might be one of them type situations.
I think it is.
Yeah.
You know, you're right. Sometimes you gotta do something outlandish to get noticed when you're from a small city. Like, not saying Charlotte is a small city, but North Carolina is not a popular state for this rap music. Just like the baby, he had a motherfucking put on the diaper. To get his attention and
stuff.
Yeah, to get his jump start. It didn't work for everybody. It worked for that boy, and look what he doing now.
Right.
So I think with her, she probably had to get out her own state and get out of that town she was in to really pop.
Yeah.
She popping now. You know what I mean? I just think she did a show overseas, and the crowd was waving and singing her shit. So she made her mark.
Yeah.
So as far as new music, that's what I got. You know what I mean? And some other shit too, but we'll tap into that.
Yeah, for sure.
Word.
For me, man, I gotta actually. I know you kind of went into singles.
Okay, yeah.
I got a couple albums. Well, I got a couple albums and a couple singles.
I bet. Let's hear it.
Man, Bryson Tiller. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, you said one name. Cause he got I don't mean to cut you off, but he got a track. Bro. Damn, I don't know the exact name of the track, but he got a track from that album that I really love. I'm gonna tell you why you go ahead and keep doing your thing. I'm gonna get to it.
Man, Tiller dropped another one, man. It's a self-titled album. Right away, you know what I'm saying? The artwork caught me because it's kind of like, I don't really know the inspiration for it, but it's kind of like some Chinese writing. I mean, it's his face, but it's kind of like some Chinese, Japanese writing on the side. I don't really know what that's about. The cat got like drawn all over his face, got the piercings. Yeah, man, it's kind of dope though. I like the color scheme.
That's the album cover?
Yeah, it's cover right here.
You be noticing them album covers. I noticed that about you.
I'm just in the art. Like, I mean, for myself, like if I were to put together some type of album art,
right?
It's gonna have meanings. It's gonna have underlying meanings that you may not catch right away. But if I had like an artist talk or something, or let's say my cover is displayed in a museum or something one day,
right?
I'll be able to tell you like what each little intricate parts of it mean.
That's
you know
dope.
What I'm saying?
That's dope.
So I look at it, and you got to think, bro. I'm an artist. I went to art school.
That's a fact. Tell him again, Pop. Tell him again, man.
Like I went to art school for graphic design. So
yeah.
I mean, when you in art school, bro, you don't do nothing but like critiques.
Right.
Like you know how some kids have exams.
Yeah.
We just have like we do our work, and then we come and have a class critique. And the teacher grades you based on the critique and like her own critique.
Wow, that's dope.
And she grades you based on the input that you critique with other people on their work.
So that basically makes you in tune with the detail more.
Yeah, exactly. I like the detail. I like the detail. Like.
And before you get off of that topic, the song I was thinking about from Bryson Tiller is that Whatever She Wants.
Whatever She Wants.
My goodness, that shit is crazy, ain't it?
Man, he got some joints on here.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
I definitely like that record. Man, he got some joints. The Chow record kind of blew up on TikTok. That shit is a banger too.
Okay.
He got a song called Rich Boy on here where he sampled that Rich Boy, Throw Some D's.
Oh wow, that's what's up.
He got a couple joints where he's sampling on here. Joint with Victoria Monet, that shit pressure too.
I'm a sample guy, so I really love the samples.
Definitely, man. 18 songs with a bonus track. You can't beat it, man. Right in time for the summer.
Yep.
I think that shit gonna be on smash. You know what I'm saying? Definitely some shit you can play when you making your rounds. Which one I want to get into? Let's jump into the Mozzy.
Shout out to Mozzy that made his return.
Children of the Slums. You know what I mean?
Made his return back.
Yeah, man. Mozzy been putting in a lot of work, man. Like, even before he got signed, he was doing a lot of independent stuff. And I just heard recently on the interview, he got probably like 43, 44 projects now.
Oh, wow.
And, I mean, only a few of those are mainstream. A lot of that was before he actually got signed. You know, he rocking with them boys at CMG over there.
Right,
so.
that was the build up though. That was the build up.
Yeah.
The build up.
Yeah, definitely. He I think he had to go sit down for a while. When he went to prison, he maybe did like a year.
I think it was something like a year.
Something like a year. Shout out to Gotti. But yeah, Mozzy got some joints. Again, the album's called Children of the Slums. I don't want to really I don't really want to pinpoint a specific record, but you could tell, man, that boy done been through something. Like the whole album is like traumatic. Like, he really got a way of connecting with the streets and, you know, just kind of telling how he overcame some of that stuff and how he deal with it now emotionally, how he mourned the loss of his grandmother that was like instrumental in his life.
That's what's up. He actually has a song about his grandmother. It's not on that project.
I think he do a song on every project.
Wow.
About his
because it was when I first getting familiar with him, I noticed that. Yeah. I said, damn, this song, it touched me, you know what I mean? And
yeah.
I just noticed that. Mozzy
is dope, man. He definitely an artist you should check out, representing Sacramento.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. If I had to pick a joint,
how many tracks he got on there?
It is 17. But he got 4 videos out already.
Yeah.
I would probably say I love the Damn record, which is the intro. I love the joint with Friday, Lost It All, and I love the joint with Eric Bellinger, Jaded.
You know, Friday's an artist that a lot of people been bigging up. Like, he moving,
He making noise.
Yeah.
He making noise for sure, man.
Shout out to that, yeah.
So shout out to Mozzy for a dope project. Another artist that I'll mention real quick, Don Tripp. Man, he probably drop an album a month. Bro, he really putting the work in. He don't really care to be like super mainstream. He just working. He love to make music.
Yeah.
And that's how he feed his family.
Any of his late shit got Starlita on it? I know when they was moving together, they was really booming.
Not this specific project. The one I'm talking about now is Before the Devil Knows You're Dead. So my favorite joint on here is Guilty Verdict with Marcus Clay. Oh my God. Joint. So he got a brother named Piff that passed away, and from what I'm noticing now, Piff is on every project that he put out.
Oh shit! So he's a rapper or singer?
He a rapper.
Okay.
He sound like Juvenile, bro.
Oh shit!
Like for real. he really got that raspiness about his voice. Like he really sound like Juvenile. But I had an album he dropped like towards the end of last year that did have Starlito on it. So it ain't no bad blood, I don't feel like.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was really wanting to know. Yeah,
it ain't no bad blood, I don't feel like. Other than that, man.
Do you know, does he ever mention why Piff died? Or how that happened?
I don't wanna tell you wrong.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I wanna say he got murdered.
Gun violence.
Yeah. And then like he talk about it in some of his songs, like how he spent his last money to put Piff in the ground. And then this was all during COVID, I feel like. And it got to a point where he needed help. Like Don Tripp needed help, and he was like, bro, there wasn't nobody there to help me. Yeah. So,
damn.
Yeah, that's how life goes sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying? I applaud him for being selfless, though.
Yeah.
So, there's a couple other projects. You know, Chris Brown dropped the 1111. Gave it a few spins. This was the Deluxe, by the way. He dropped the Deluxe version of that. Sebastian Mikael dropped the EP, Paradigm Shift. It's only 3 records, but definitely worth the listen.
Yeah, hey, that's one thing I'm glad you mentioned him again because the last time you mentioned him, his shit is different and it's just so. I wouldn't say soulful. It moves you. It moves you. Yeah. So I ain't checked out these 3 tracks you talking about, but I want to go listen because I want to catch a shift off of that shit. Yeah.
Right. If you like D'Angelo as an artist, you'll probably rock with some of his stuff too.
And D'Angelo was one of my favorites when he was doing his thing.
Yeah, exactly. Man, this is an artist I ran across. This is a single, by the way. I ran across this guy on TikTok. The artist is called Dear Silas.
Oh shit.
He got a song called 601 Degrees.
Okay.
And I'm just play a little clip of it. I want you to hear the hook real quick. I don't know how this shit gonna pick up, but
they're my dog, they're my twin, they're my I like that right there, hold up. They're my dog, they're my twin, they're my cuz, they're my girl, they're my friend, they're my homie, they're my round,
they're my partner, them.
They say that we bout to lose,
Mozzy, we gon' win.
They're my dog, they're my twin, on my mama, fuck with them, I'm gon' have to
felt like a vibe.
He kind of sound like them Earth Gang boys a little bit.
Oh man, yeah.
He definitely sound like he fit in with them, but check out some of the way he shoot like his videos. Like he might have a still shot where he just sitting still and he ain't doing nothing but moving his mouth.
And that be the whole video.
Yeah, that shit kind of hard. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it for new music, man. You know what I'm saying? As far as us getting down to the shits,
to the shitty shits. You know what I mean?
Man, everybody know the Kendrick versus Drake debate has been at the top of everyone's list. It's been a lot brewing, a whole bunch of music dropping. Like, it's been tough to keep up with, to be honest with you.
Consecutive drops, right?
Consecutive drops, like one after the other. Other people jumping into the beef that really ain't got nothing to do with it. And then you got side beefs going on over here. So it's like, man, what's really going on? So,
Word.
I want to take a little bit of a different approach. So I kind of want to go into like what our introduction was to these artists, speaking on Kendrick and Drake. And I'll go first. My first introduction to Kendrick was a song called She Needs Me. It was a song I actually discovered Dom Kennedy then too.
Okay.
It's Dom Kennedy.
That's another artist you put me on too.
Yeah. It's Dom Kennedy.
Black Bentley, you heard?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Dom Kennedy, Kendrick, and I think it's one other guy on there. That was the first song I ever heard, and I just kept hearing it. And I'm from Georgia. We way down here in the South, so
Yep.
for that to come from Cali to be so like getting so many spins. So I keep hearing. I'm like, who is this Kendrick Lamar guy? Like, boom. So I go research, right? The first song I hear is Ignorance is Bliss. Oh my God. I've been hooked ever since.
Yeah.
That was probably like 2012, 2013, I believe.
Okay.
And man, I just been a super fan ever since then. Like, I think it might have been before 2012, because I think the first concert I went to was in 2012.
And that shit hit different when you go to the concert. That shit hit different.
I seen Kendrick perform 3 times, so I'm like a super fan.
Yeah.
And man, it's just been dope to watch his journey. Like, he's obviously be one of the most lyrically gifted artists of our generation.
Yeah, definitely. I could say that. Yep.
I like that he, incorporated a lot of his cats that he came up with on his record label TDE.
Yeah. Yep.
So shout out to Top Dog, Absol, J-Rock, Schoolboy Q. Then eventually branched out to Isaiah Rashad, SZA, and you got Ali.
That branch out shit is a
and
motherfucker.
Soundwave, the producer.
How long has he been with them?
Man, Soundwave had to be there early.
Okay.
And I don't know if he's directly signed to TDE, but he's done a lot of their earlier records. And I discovered Jhené Aiko through Kendrick. So
that's a motherfucker. Like, one thing I like about the branching off shit is you got your core artists that's a part of your clique, right?
Yeah.
And then as you evolve, you just start grabbing motherfuckers who fit what you're trying to do as a label and as a team, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what it was with them. The people that came on to the team later, they all took little bits and pieces and made it whole.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. What would you say your introduction was to Kendrick or Drake?
So since we starting off with Kendrick, let me start with Kendrick. It was definitely that Section 80.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I thought the name was kind of different. And the artwork. The artwork, yeah, the artwork was different too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now the ADHD, that's one of my favorite tracks on there. But nothing was more crazier than the Keisha song and the Tammy song.
Keisha song probably my favorite song on there.
Yeah, because when you listen to that shit, I don't care who you are, it's relatable. You can relate it back to where you from and where you come from. Especially us. You know, we of the culture and of what, you know what I'm saying, what he's on.
Right.
So when you just listen to it, you can relate it back, and it just it holds a spot in your mind.
Right.
And that's what it did for me when I first heard it.
Yeah.
So I just, was playing it, and I said, oh, bruh's different. And then I'm glad he put this track at the end of the damn CD, that High Power. Oh my goodness, that High Power.
You know Cole produced that, right?
Damn.
J. Cole produced
I
that.
did not know that shit.
That's why everybody had the assumption that they were gonna do an album
together. Okay. And I remember when they was
some joints.
I didn't know he produced that High Power shit.
Yeah, man.
And that shit is like, that's a well put together track. Shout out to Cole for that. So, I didn't even know he was part of that. So
Absolutely.
Shout out to Cole for that. You know what I mean? But that was my introduction to Kendrick. And then right after that, I actually thought, and I was talking to Pop before this, I actually thought one of his biggest tracks, the swimming pool. What's the official name for that swimming pool?
It's swimming pool.
Swimming pool, yeah.
in quotations, I think.
Okay, yeah. That I actually thought that was part of Section 80.
Yeah.
But when I heard that, I said, bruh got it. He got the commercial shit that he need. He got the, you know what I mean, the backing that he need. He already had the West Coast backing him. Dre was, he came out fucking with Dre, right? Yeah. So he already had the Coast backing him.
So he actually did a lot of work with Pharrell in the beginning.
Okay. That's something else I didn't know.
So I think Pharrell done some joints on Section 80. And then it went to then he got signed to Interscope.
Then he got signed to Interscope, okay.
You'll see, like, he letting Pharrell listen to, like, Rigor Mortis. And he's so, like, he was so impressed about how much jazz influence that record had.
Right.
So, yeah, I think he produced a couple joints on there.
So now that even makes sense now, present day, as far as him taking up for Pharrell, which we'll get into, but
yeah.
That was the I knew Kendrick was gonna start a wave after that. Because I said, damn, this shit different. Bruh seemed confident. Bruh seemed like he's ready to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Start his own shift. So that was my introductory to Kendrick. I don't mean to cut you off, but I kind of thought it was weird. I said, damn, this dude got 2 first names.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah. So I was even knowing that, I'm like, let me see what he talking about. And that's when I heard ADHD, High Power, Tammy song and all that shit. I said, oh yeah. Yeah. It's official, yeah.
Yeah. So he kind of like when he first came out, that was the first time I ever thought about using my real name as like my artist name.
Oh, for real?
I don't know if I still to this day don't know if that's his real name, but it sounds like somebody's real name.
It do.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And so that's the first time I ever like considered it, but I'm like, man, my shit ain't cool enough.
Word, cause Kendrick Lamar seemed cool. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah.
I don't think I could pull that off, but to go back to the Section 80 Keisha song.
Yeah.
I think that was his version of Brenda's Got a Baby.
Okay. Okay.
He just used a different name, but there's definitely some similarities in the stories.
Makes sense, yeah.
Cause he talking about all the stuff she went through, like,
yeah,
man, it's crazy, man. So
he was inspired by that to make it, yeah. And it goes back to,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pop influence for sure.
Yep.
So to tap in a little bit to Drake introduction.
Yeah.
I think, man, this is probably like the time we're getting out of high school, maybe 06, 07.
Right.
I feel like Drake just like came out the gate like, damn, who is this nigga? You know, being co-signed by Wayne, it's almost like he gotta be dope as hell.
Got to.
Nigga had the peacoat with the smooth face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bareface Drake.
But could rap his ass off, like. So, I think one of the, I'm not 100% sure, but one of the first songs I think I heard was Closer to My Dreams. So, you gotta think, this still like the mixtape era. And Closer to My Dreams, and then when he came out with Best I Ever Had, I thought that song was incredible. Yeah. Yeah, he got it. He on to something.
Right.
Not to mention, that's one of the worst music videos of all time. Produced by Kanye, by the way. It was awful.
Why you throwing a jab at Ye, man?
Man, shit.
Why you throwing a jab at Ye?
Why you do that? Why you do that shit, bro?
Oh, shit.
But anyway, man, from there, I started going back, digging in some of the mixtapes because I wanted to hear more. Right. So I went back to Comeback Season. That's the mixtape that Closer to My Dreams was on. And you know, I found a couple joints on there. He was really big on Trey Songz at the time. So they were doing a lot of songs together. So, right. And I was really fucking with it. And then I went back. I think he had a mixtape before that called what's that shit called? The Replacement, or I think it's called The Replacement. I'm not real big on that one. But then So Far Gone comes out. Oh my God.
So Far Gone.
Bro. Every song on there, bro. It was so hard. Like, he had to release it on DSP.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm looking at it now. They're successful with Drake and Trey Songz and Wayne.
I'm telling you, he was rapping with Trey at the time.
That shit was hard. That shit was definitely hard.
Yeah, man. So, I think that was my introduction to Drake, and then he just started killing features and shit. Like,
he definitely did.
When the Young Money Count started putting out all that bed rocking shit, and then he jumping on that Nicki shit. Bye, bye, bye. Tell me you drop down to your knees.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mafia, yeah.
It was all the way up.
He killing it.
It was all the way
up. Bro. But yeah, that was my introduction to Drake. So
yeah, just to feed off what you said, I liked everything you said. Now, I didn't catch on as early as you did, but nobody that's So Far Gone, nobody could, like, you can't dismiss that tape right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't overlook it. You know, with just being on that camp, as far as the Young Money camp, you gotta be up to be over there. Now, there was a couple young niggas that was just, what's those, you got Lil Chucky.
Yeah, Lil Chucky.
The other young nigga.
Twist.
That's Tiger's little brother? Or they related, or just, I thought they were related. They not related?
I don't think they're related. You know, Tiger was related to the nigga in like a rock band though.
Oh, Gym Class Heroes guy.
Gym Class Heroes.
Yeah, sure was.
That's how he got on.
Sure was. Okay, I mentioned him too because I'm like, maybe Wayne wanted some young heat. Just for parents on, you know what I mean? Just to move the,
I mean, it's Young Money.
Yeah.
So I really wanted some young guys.
That's what I feel. Like, yeah, so I was like, what he doing? Then I seen Drake and I heard him. I said, bruh, smooth. You know what I'm saying? He got the wittiness. I seen it early. I knew the females was gonna love him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I said, all right, he's somebody to pay attention to.
Right.
Then I heard the Bedrock shit. You know, I heard other little shit, but the Bedrock shit caught my attention just because Nicki was on there. He was on there. Gutter was on there. I thought that's what I thought was gonna blow for real. Man, and I heard Lloyd on there.
Yeah, Lloyd.
Yeah, Lloyd was on that shit. Yeah.
But yeah, Gutter had some legal issues.
Yeah, it's always some legal shit, ain't it?
Yeah, man.
But that's what I really thought was gonna blow. But I heard Drake on that shit. I said, bruh, cool. Then that bring me to the Thank Me Later shit. Now, off that Thank Me Later, that Fancy. I'm a Swiss Beats fan, off rip. So I heard Fancy tip on that shit. I said, yeah, this is gonna get some spins. And then that fucking, I'm gonna tell you right now, you get Hove on your shit early, it's going all the way up. Hove jump on that light up. I said, this shit right here is some of the smoothest shit I done heard in a long ass time, bro. The way he fed off of Hove on that light up, I said, bro, gonna be around for a while. And that ain't the, that was the first of many that they'll have, many tracks they'll have together. Pound Cake. A couple different joints. He got a joint off the Scorpion album that go crazy. DJ Paul produced it. I can't remember the name right now, but it's produced by DJ Paul. It's Jay-Z and Drake, and they go crazy on that shit.
Gotcha.
But that was it. That was a stamp. The Thank Me Later was a stamp for me to let me know Drake was already gonna blow. And then I heard Money to Blow. And I was a fan of that shit before the Thank Me Later. I said, this shit's so fucking smooth, man. I got money to blow. Yeah, I said, yeah. Birdman, the motherfucker told bro, look, you up now, baby. Go ahead and, you know what I mean? Do you.
Yeah.
So that was me for Drake, man. And then like Pop was saying, it was history after that. One of my favorite albums from Drake is Take Care. So leading up to that album, and then once I heard the Take Care shit, I knew the gold ring was getting formed around him where it's like, he's not gonna miss. Every shit he put out after this is gonna make it. So
Hell yeah.
That was it for me, man. And YOLO, I'm scattering around, but I'm just naming shit that I know stick out. That YOLO shit, that shit stuck out to me. I said, damn, this shit's so fire. You know what I mean? Wayne, Drake, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it's hard, man.
See, I kind of got like super locked in. So Far Gone was one of them ones too, but like super locked in, I had to say Take Care.
Yeah, Take Care, right? Yeah.
So one of my favorite Drake songs ever is Over My Dead Body. It's the intro for Thank Me. I mean,
Take Care.
Take Care.
Yep.
And then he got a song on there called Look What You Done.
Yeah, that's my shit right there. Look what you done. He used to get in his singing bag. He get in his singing bag. That's one thing you gotta like about the nigga Drake. He could switch to that. That's his power move. Rapping and then switching to that singing bag. And you don't even know he done switched until you start humming it to yourself. You like, look what I done.
Yeah. Like after that Look What You Done shit, he started getting into shit like Marvin's Room. And then shit like I got my eyes on you.
Oh man. Everything on me, yeah.
So I feel like he started going global then.
Yeah.
The nigga was unstoppable. Still is.
Still global, still, you know what I mean? Still putting on. I mean,
for sure. So we're gonna jump right into the Kendrick and Drake battle. Who you think up right now, man? Like
the Kendrick and Drake battle.
Who you think up right now? Like my homeboy texted me last night and he was just like, man, I just want to hear your opinion on it. And bro, I'm a little biased, but I got Kendrick up, bro.
Yeah. I got Kendrick up too. And
I got Kendrick up.
And our reasons may be different, but just before we dive in, I say why I got Kendrick up.
Yeah.
They both creative in their own way, but the way Kendrick is using his creativity, I like it more than the way Drake is using his.
Right.
If that makes sense. You know what I mean? We all know Kendrick. They both act.
Yeah.
Drake has been acting since he was a teenager.
Yeah.
And so forth, and Kendrick is just jumping into it, but he's using his personality on these tracks, man, and it's moving you. Right. You know what I mean? And you don't hear from the guy a lot. So now what he's, you know what I mean? He's riled up. Yeah. They both use the antics. They both, you know what I mean? His personality there.
Yep.
And I know it has to be a winner, but it doesn't have to be a winner. They both winning. And it's like, who's losing?
They both winning.
Who's losing?
These niggas doing like 20 mil in like less than 24 hours. Like every time they drop, man.
Every time they drop, it's all eyes on the next drop. It's all eyes on the next drop. You dig what I'm saying? I'm riding with Kendrick. He's just my favorite artist right now.
Yeah.
He's my favorite artist right now. He's been my favorite artist. We just talking about right now. Since he dropped it Like That. Since I heard him on that Like That.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? It's like he came ready. He's like, let's turn up.
Right.
Let's turn up. It's like that.
Exactly.
It's like that. You dig what I'm saying?
Man, so when I first heard Like That, it was kind of like, this nigga Kendrick just, for one, we ain't heard from the nigga in years.
Yeah.
So it's like, he'll jump out there every now and then. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
So he jumped out there on this one, and it was like, first thing we hear is like, he responding to first person shooter. Mm-hmm. So he dissing Cole and he dissing Drake at the same time. And like, he put that shit in club form. Yeah. If you ask me. Cause Metro Boomin and Future, that's a club album type shit. Yeah, it is. This shit gonna get heavy spins in the club, in the strip clubs, all that. Word. And man, the way I took the verse though, it was kind of like y'all niggas better quit fucking with me. Like, I'm over here, I'm minding my business. I can really take it there if y'all really want me to get into it. But at the same time, this just a warning shot. So whatever y'all do after this is gonna lead me to my next response.
Yeah. So whatever y'all do after this warning shot is gonna let me know what I gotta do to really turn up. You know what I mean? And he says that through the track. You know why? First of all, let's start off with the track, right?
Yeah.
I didn't take nothing from it when I seen the listing. Before I listened to the tracks, I seen the listing of what Metro and Future had going on. I seen Kendrick on the track like that, right?
Yeah.
First thing I thought it was, oh shit, Kendrick was on Mask Off, and he went bazookas on that.
Yeah.
I can't wait. You know, I'm letting the album play. Yeah, I'm letting it play as it go. I said, damn, I can't wait to see what he got on here because I know when he did his shit with Future, the Mask Off shit, it was crazy.
Right.
Listen to the track. I said, oh shit. Cause on First Person Shooter, I didn't really hear nothing to make him want to jump out there. But then if you listen real carefully, it is something that you could feed off of the jump out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when I listen to you break down Kendrick lyrics, man, I knew it was up. I knew it was wartime when he said one line. And he said this one line. The man said, I crash out like fuck rap, this Melly Mel if I have to.
Yeah.
When you say some shit like that, and for everybody who don't know, Melly Mel is one of the first founders of this rap shit.
Yeah.
The Furious Five, you feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
The Message. If you don't know who Melly Mel is, go back to the track The Message, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But when niggas saying I'll diss Melly Mel if I have to, that mean I don't give a fuck about rap, nigga. I'll diss the grand leader of the rap shit, Melly Mel if I have to.
A legend, yeah.
I'll diss this nigga if I got to. So what y'all want to do?
Right.
That's how I knew. And I heard that, I said, okay, it's up.
Like he said shit to provoke them.
Like, yeah.
Like, nigga, this ain't no big three, nigga. This just big me, nigga. Bum. That nigga. Then he started doing the like, you be surprised how many people sing along to the sound effects in the club.
Boy, that's the best shit ever, boy.
Nigga, bum.
So your shit is bomb. My shit is this nigga said, when he started doing that shit, I said, okay. Now I'm telling you, this is what I love about this. This is what I love about the whole shit is the charisma, this the character. Kendrick is bringing out that character.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? He's making it fun. That was a fun verse.
It was a fun verse.
It was a fun verse,
I agree
man.
with that, yeah.
Oh, he came, he jumped on this shit. These niggas talking out of their neck. You know what I mean? He like,
hey, let's get it, bro.
So, and I'm guarantee you, bro, Future and the nigga Metro were laughing when they heard the nigga verse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They like, oh shit, they know what's coming after this. They know. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But that's what I thought.
Exactly.
That's exactly what I thought.
So right after that, Drake releases
Nope. I had to cut my bro off. Right after that, he got into that 7-minute drill.
You're right.
Let's
get into the cold shit.
Let's get into that 7-minute drill shit.
7-minute drill comes out. The album is called Might Delete Later.
Well, now let's come on. Break the shit down to that. We're not just gonna smooth over that. So why are you naming that shit, man?
Like, might delete later means I might delete this shit later. So he delete this shit later, and y'all niggas mad. Y'all complaining that he backed out. But man, to be honest with you, to see how messy this shit has gotten, I would have wanna got out of it too.
I see. Now we can feel the point that he was. Yeah.
But I thought, I mean, it's frowned upon in the hip hop world, but I thought that was some real, like, mature man shit that he did. Can he rap with these niggas? Absolutely.
Of course, without a doubt.
7-minute drill wasn't none of that though. Like, you could tell he was holding back because if you ask me, bro, 7-minute drills is one of the worst songs on Might Delete Later.
It is.
Like,
it is.
Bro, he got some barred up shit on that album.
He got some shit on that. And that's
like,
why I'm disappointed about just that one track on there.
Yeah.
It's kind of, you know what I mean? It's kind of diminishing the whole album.
Right.
Excuse me. It's dimming the light of the album. And it really is.
Yeah.
I'm going to just tell you what I feel like Cole should have did. Mm-hmm. And I bet if he could go back, he would have done this. Don't reply to the diss track. Leave that shit alone. Because then you know in the back of your mind, you don't want to reply anyway. Nigga, you name the shit, Might Delete Later.
Yeah.
You don't even want to reply. That wasn't, you had the album done already. That wasn't the name of the shit.
Right.
It wasn't.
Right.
Now, you got great music on this album, and then you got that shit at the bottom of the album. Because I might delete it later. Right? So it's like, nah. Don't even make the diss track. Put out the great album, and then once you get to the what's the name of the fest that they do every year? The Dreamville Fest. Okay, so the Dreamville Fest. This is where Cole got up in front of the audience, and he stated his claim that look,
right.
We know what y'all want me to do. I know what my team want me to do. They want me to go ahead and crash out. Not I wouldn't say crash out. They want me to motherfucking step up to the challenge, engage in this what we got going on.
Yeah.
This is what he should have done. He should have dropped his album without that track on it and told the fans, look, I see what's going on. I see bruh want me to jump in this and do this back and forth, but that ain't even the wave I'm on. I just want to make good music and blase, his whole speech.
Yeah.
But nah, you drop the diss track and then you take it back.
Yeah.
Apologize to the dude. It just make it look whack.
And I think that's the biggest issue that people had with it. Like, you did it, you had intentions when you did it, and now you reneging on your words.
That ain't it, bro. That ain't it.
But at the end of the day, I feel like you gotta move with intent.
Yeah.
So this would be some shit I would do. Like, I kind of try to put myself in his shoes, and I'm like, bro, that shit don't feel right. Mm-hmm. So I have no problem getting up here on stage in front of the fan base that I created.
That's a good point, bro.
And telling these people how I really feel.
That's a good point, yeah.
He probably lost some fans, but he probably gained some fans because he did that shit.
Yeah, that's a great point.
And then continued the show.
Yeah, that's a great point. And
Come on now.
It's a good point because, like you said, I'm in front of people that respect me as an artist. I'm in front of people that love my music and love what I got going on. If I'm gonna break it in, I'm so glad he didn't choose to say this over no text, over no tweet, over no Instagram post, over none of that bullshit. Right. If I'm gonna fix it now, I'm gonna do it in front of my peers and in front of my fans who love me and love what I got going on. Just so I'm being real direct with them. Right. Yeah, like you said, he felt it bubbling in his spirit. He said the last couple of days been hell for him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he's speaking his truth. He's speaking his truth. But it's a big but. And the but is you still drop the diss track. You still drop some shit. And it's just so happenly that Kendrick, he peeped that shit. He said, you know what? I'm not gonna flame Brody no more. Yeah. Cause I could see that he said it. He said I ain't with the shit. Y'all move on. Y'all carry on. There's much love. Yeah. If I get flamed in the process, I just get flamed in the process.
Yeah, take your best shot.
Take your best shot. If I get it, I get it. Yeah. So I even respect Kendrick. That's even more respect for Kendrick for leaving him, because Kendrick could have said, fuck that, nah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't.
He said some strays still.
He did, but come on, he could have, after a 7-minute diss track to me, yeah, I could have got my feet dirty, but absolutely. I didn't. It's the one I'm gonna get my feet dirty with is White Boy. Yeah. You feel me? Word.
Exactly.
Word.
And I think there's some real hatred there. Like,
yeah,
this is, everybody be like, man, this shit just rap, nigga, just rap. Mm-hmm. Nah, this shit getting sticky now.
This shit getting sticky.
This shit getting real personal.
It really is, and that's why I've been doing this shit. Because Cole, you threw the towel in, man, after the diss track. You don't throw this towel in after the diss track. Right. Throw it in before. Throw it in. Why are you making a track?
Exactly.
You threw it in after the diss track. Just so happened that Kendrick respected it for the most part, and he said, "I'm gonna let Brody live." Okay, boom. You don't want to be in this. I'm gonna let you live. So we can take that out of the equation now. You dig what I'm saying?
For sure, man.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, I do respect Cole for making that move because he was being true to himself. What can you say? Don't we want these artists to be true to themselves, and that's what he did.
Absolutely, man.
Word. Just tapping into 7 Minute Drill. When you listen to it, like Pop said, you could tell bro wasn't pushing out that energy that it was war ready energy. It was just like I'm going through the motion with this track. And don't get me wrong, the beat is fire and the song is it's cool.
Right.
But you could tell it ain't all the way there with him.
Nah.
And I think it's good. Like I'm gonna say some shit that he got off there, and we paraphrasing through a lot of this shit. You know what I mean? He said I got held for bars, not controversy. That's what he's saying. That's one line he said off that track, and he right. Cole's career ain't been controversial at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He really got what he got.
Do you know the controversy they speaking about?
Talking about Cole, Kendrick's controversy?
Yeah. They basically saying that bar was about the Macklemore winning an award over him.
Oh, shit.
They felt like that elevated his career a little bit after that.
Wow. Okay. I didn't notice that. I remember Macklemore though.
Yeah,
I remember when they had their little stint in the game doing their thing, winning them awards and shit. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
He won Album of the Year over Kendrick.
Yeah. Okay. You put me on to something.
Hell yeah.
And then this is just points from the track. They caught me like thinking like, damn, why did he throw the white flag? And another thing he said was, I get a nigga stretch if I feel disrespect. And sometimes we don't know Cole for being controversial, and we don't know Cole for speaking bodily harm to other people on records.
Yeah.
You never know if this nigga could get pushed to that point where he feel like he gotta cause harm to somebody for real, or his fans feel like that, or his team feel like that.
Yeah.
So maybe he was saying shit, and when he thought about it, like he said when he apologized,
right,
he was feeling that bad shit in his spirit.
Right.
So maybe he was feeling inside like, man, I almost lost character in myself. I might could do something to a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Over this music shit. Let me opt out and keep it all on music before I don't, and I have to really do something.
Right.
For real, like this is just shit I'm just thinking about, man. So.
And one thing I want to mention, man, is I don't like when people blatantly lie on songs.
Okay, yeah.
So Cole had some shit in that song where he said, your last shit was trash. What he say?
Oh yeah.
Their last shit was trash, but niggas gassed it.
And all that
like,
shit. Your second shit was tragic and shit like that. Yeah.
So I don't really understand what he was shooting for right there. But those bars that we just went over, it's kind of like I'm trying to take a shot at you, but I don't want to get super personal. Like I'm not going to talk about your family or none of that shit. That's how you know he was holding back. Like
that's exactly how you know, bro.
Because this nigga Kendrick going crazy at Drake.
Yeah, because it leads to that.
Right.
The more you get going back and forth with a nigga over tracks, the more personal it gets.
Right.
And that's what it was leading to. And throughout that apology, he said that shit too. He said, we all know that his first shit wasn't whack. We all know that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what wasn't fitting right with his spirit. He knew he was lying to himself. And he knew he was getting out of character where it's just not him. And you gotta commend that shit. I just had a problem with him throwing a diss track and trying to take it back.
Exactly.
That's it. As far as him getting right with his fans and getting right with his spirit, by all means, that's what you should do.
Right.
But you jumped in. It's like you know what that's like? And it might not be a good comparison, but it's like double dutch. You know when the female's ready, they doing this shit about to jump in?
Yeah.
And then they jump in and get to jumping and they fuck it up.
Yeah.
That's how I feel like Cole was like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He ain't really want to jump in, but he did it anyway, and he like, damn, let me get the fuck up out of this shit.
He really just threw a monkey wrench in that motherfucker.
Word.
Yeah.
Word. But hey, it is what it is, man. Cole, one thing about it, Cole career gonna live on. It would have if he'd have stayed in it without it. So he ain't losing nothing for not being in the shit. So,
but I think that shit might provoke other artists to go at him.
Taking over there. Yeah. Say that shit loud and clear again, bro.
It might provoke other artists to go at his head.
It might do that shit.
But I'm gonna tell you something. Don't let that shit fool you. Don't let that shit fool you.
You know why? Them other artists ain't K-Dot.
Right.
Them other artists is not K-Dot, so
But I don't even know if K-Dot would have done this to him.
Probably wouldn't have, but who it's the best. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If anybody could do it, it's him.
Yeah.
Anybody else, Cole might flame your ass.
Yeah.
Don't try to jump up to it. Nah, K-Dot the only one who could really, not the only one, but
yeah.
As far as right now.
Yeah.
Because Cole said, we the big three.
Yeah.
So if you the 4 for 5, nigga, don't jump up here and try to, come on, man.
Hell yeah. This shit crazy though, man. So after this, you know what I'm saying, this shit go back to Drake. Boom, it's Drake's turn. Drake on the clock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Drake on the clock now.
Drake dropped the push-ups joint. Drop and give me 50. So I heard that, or I read somewhere that drop and give me 50 was like a shot at Kendrick because supposedly Top Dog got 50% of everything he ever did.
Oh shit.
So like drop and give me 50.
Damn.
So it's basically like trying to little boy Kendrick talking about like Top Dog was holding you the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So
excuse me.
To me, man, Drake got some bars on here, but it's more of the comedic approach. Like
it is.
Like he just kind of like clowning them like. But what's crazy is the song itself is sonically good.
Yeah, it is.
Like if you listen to the song, like there's some shit I could. It got some replay value.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I can go back to it. Yo, this shit when that nigga said, "Metro, shut your whole ass up and make some drums, nigga." That was the first bar I heard that made me think it was AI. I'm like, bro, this nigga Drake ain't say this.
Word.
But when it came out, like this shit was real. Like this, I think the first version got leaked. It was like kind of a different beat.
Okay.
And then he verified like, nah, this the real one.
Yeah.
And so he clowning the nigga about his shoe size. Like,
word.
Nigga, you got a size 7 men's on, nigga. How you
big stepping.
Morale in the big stepping.
Yeah,
you know
when that's with a size 7 on.
Yeah. So, but it's interesting. Now I will encourage you guys to not only listen to the record, but go read some of the lyrics.
Yeah. Cause
that's what I had to do with some of this stuff. Like I can comprehend it listening, but it's a different side of comprehension when you reading the lyrics.
It is.
And you can really get the bigger picture, but I don't know, man, like he just clown him. You really ain't on shit. Nigga said you doing splits, your jeans might rip. But Drake got a way of putting this diss shit in like good music for him.
Yeah, he does. And that's part of his artistry. That's part of his You know what I mean?
We know Drake for making hits.
Word. And just like the it's called push-ups, right?
Right.
Only thing we've seen from Kendrick has been push-up shit.
Right.
Not the music, you know what I'm saying? So that's the way to clown him too. It's like, nigga, all you do is push-ups and shit, up, downs and shit. Nigga, go do that. Right. And for the niggas who got something to say on the side, I got y'all too on push-ups. Cause the nigga said, I might take your latest girl and cuff her like I'm Ricky. Oh, Ross, you got some shit to say, Ross? Well, let's get to it, nigga. You just known for cuffing shit.
Right.
Can't believe he jumping in this nigga almost 50.
Nigga almost 50.
Go sit your old ass down and let this young boy spar out, nigga. You almost 50. Go sit your ass down somewhere, nigga.
With a new set of veneers. He on his second set. You know what I'm saying? These ones look worse than the first ones.
He on his second set?
He on his second set, bro. He ran through that first batch.
How you know?
Because they look different. These motherfuckers he got now, like, they too.
Hey. Oh, hey, look.
One of my
No, go ahead.
One of my favorite lines was like, he kind of little boyed him like, man, you pip squeak, pipe down. He was like, Scissor got you wiped down. Savage got you wiped down. And that nigga said, I got you in a scope right now. Ooh.
There's some savage shit on that push-up. It's some I guarantee you when Kendrick heard push-ups, he said, all right, that was a song that made Kendrick say, all right, now we got some shit going. We got some shit showing.
We gotta press the button.
We gotta press the button. Look, Drake said champagne is tripping and he's not easing up. He's saying that to himself. He's saying people saying champagne's tripping, which is he's champagne poppy. Yeah. Saying people saying champagne's tripping, I gotta ease up. He said, nah, I ain't easing up. Now, listen to that line right there. We're gonna go back to that later on. He's telling niggas he's not easing up.
Right.
That's what he said on his push-up joint. He said, nah, I ain't easing up.
Yeah.
And then from that shit, from the push-ups, it goes right into the tailor-made AI track.
Ooh,
so we don't even give Kendrick time to respond. We gonna go right into this AI shit.
Right.
And that's where shit get tricky. Cause the AI, you know, that's what's going around now. I don't blame Drake for using the AI shit, but it's who he used.
Right.
He used Pac and Snoop.
Yeah.
West Coast niggas. What is Kendrick? A West Coast nigga.
Yeah.
Who does Kendrick look up to? Pac and Snoop.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Like so they both in his top 5.
Exactly. So that's a play that he used to get this nigga attention to, if you thought about getting solid and maybe saying fuck that shit, nah, that's gonna bring him out. And it did.
So remember now, on the end of To Pimp a Butterfly, Kendrick got an interview with Tupac. Do you remember that?
I have to go back.
But it's kind of like, obviously it's not a real interview.
Right.
But he having a conversation with Tupac like on the end of the interview. So I think Drake used that as like, this is a way to get it back. But my theory on the whole AI thing is that people thought push-ups was AI.
Yeah.
So that shit got so much traction that he was like, how can I use AI on this next diss record to benefit me in a creative way?
Okay.
Yep. So I thought the approach was dope. Cause it's almost like what you gonna do, Kendrick? Like he took that approach like, man, what y'all gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's dope to a point, but it's like you got the third person AI on there. He's speaking in third person. And then you're speaking on third person with Pac. And then you go to Snoop verse on the AI. And Snoop is encouraging you. Snoop is talking to you, encouraging you what to say. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I like it, but I don't.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? I don't know how to explain it, but it's like I like it because
do you appreciate the approach and the concept of the idea of that working though?
Yes, I do, but I don't. What I don't appreciate is you using a nigga like Pac and Snoop.
Yeah.
That I don't. You know what I'm saying? But I see why you did it.
Yeah.
Because you trying to use something to push that boy. To push to his button, and he knew that's gonna push his button, and it did.
So it's like I want to take niggas that you looked up to for them to tell you how disappointed in you they are.
That sums it all the way up, Pop.
That shit
it sums it all the way up.
That's a crazy.
That's
concept,
how Drake
bro.
was motherfucking thinking about it.
But I think Kendrick took that shit as disrespect.
He did, because I would have. It was a ranch stone in the game.
Yeah.
And I just noticed at the end of that shit, it's another shot at timing. We waiting on you. Because after Pac and after Pac's AI and Snoop's AI verse, Drake does have a verse on that.
Yeah.
And it's pretty decent too. I like his verse on that, but at the end of that shit, he's like, all right, my man, we waiting on you now. How you gonna respond to this? You on the clock. The clock is ticking for you now. How you gonna respond to this? And I really think, okay, so Kendrick had a track ready. If you go down the timeline, this is the biggest gap of time it took for Kendrick to reply because he had a track ready, but when he heard that AI track, he had to like, oh no, I need to switch it up.
Right.
I need to get into something else because he done threw a wrench out there, so let me write a whole nother shit.
Right.
And
I think they they have records already recorded, they have to go adjust them.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I gotta put some of what your record said about me in my new one.
Okay,
But I really already have the shit recorded.
Yeah.
So I just gotta make adjustments. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay, and that led into right, another monkey wrench in the game.
Yeah.
And it was from the biggest boss. He threw his little wrench in the game because he heard what Drake said. He heard the motherfucking push-up track.
Right.
So he put in his little track, and it's called Champagne Moments. That's what Rick Ross came with.
Right.
And if y'all know Ross, y'all know he's coming with some fire-ass beats, and that's what he came with. And he got his same flow, his rosé flow, right? And he starts off with this white boy name calling, name dropping. It's all about the white boy when it comes to Ross.
Yeah.
He's saying that Drake got his nose rearranged. The nose job, you know what I'm saying?
And they got a whole new one.
Got a whole new one.
You know what I mean? I don't really like Ross's approach because it's comedy.
It is.
Ross done turn into Plies, like online, or 50 Cent.
Or 50.
It's just like, I'ma troll you to death.
I'ma troll you to death.
Like, the song was cool, whatever, but it's like,
it ain't
really cut deep.
Yeah.
You trying to little boy him with money, and this nigga probably got more money than you.
Yeah, but what Ross is saying is, yeah, you gross more money than me, but it's more niggas in your pockets than it's niggas in my pockets. Yeah. That's what Ross saying. Yeah, you gross more than me, white boy, but it's niggas pinching off of your plate that ain't pinching off of my plate.
Right.
And that's what and like you said, that's what was my next line. I got more money than you. But he really said you hated on French Montana when French was trying to drop an album. You sent a cease and desist. Well,
yeah.
Who knows if that's real or fake? But
yeah,
of course, French and Ross, they tight, so they be having side conversations.
Right.
And that had to been thrown in the conversation because French and Champagne. I mean French and I'm calling the nigga Champagne.
Champagne.
French Montana and Drake relationship was decent at one point. If you go back to the French record. That man, what's the name of that record? I can't remember the record right now. It was one of French Montana's latest records a few years ago. No Stylist. French Montana's record, No Stylist. Drake is in there.
Okay.
So they cool. They always had a decent rapport with each other, but as of lately, shit, which it happens under the scenes, under the radar, shit get twisted and flop.
Right.
So that was another reason why Ross jumped out there, but the biggest reason why Ross jumped out there is for Get Back with that Meek Mill situation.
Yeah.
That's what it was, bro.
Yeah.
I finally get a chance to get my Get Back, throw myself in this algorithm, this beef algorithm, I get my Get Back, and I'm gonna eat a little bit more of this rap shit with this. That's what Ross is doing.
Why you think Ross trying to take like the white boy approach? Like, we all know Drake was an actor before this, and it's been pictures floating around with him in blackface.
Yep.
Why you think he trying to take that route, like questioning his blackness?
Yeah, I think so because we all didn't know that Drake had a slight nose job. We didn't know that. We kind of knew about the abs and shit. Him doing the ab work and shit, getting his stomach touched on or whatever.
Yeah.
But we didn't know about the nose shit. I know I didn't. I'm not sure if everybody else didn't.
Yeah.
We didn't know about that. Of course, he done grew his hair out. You know, just little other shit.
Beard.
But like you were saying before, this is Ross' approach. Let me get these laughs up.
Yeah.
I'm taking that funny man approach because this is his approach to the shit. Like, I'm gonna make it comical. Because I really don't have no serious problems with the boy.
Yeah.
I just need to get in this algorithm.
They on the car right now. they kicking shit.
Nah, but one thing I did bring up the pop was Ross was clowning Drake about his old jet.
Yeah.
Well, private plane, private jet.
Yeah.
He's saying it was old, it needed work, la la la.
He told that nigga he had a timeshare jet.
You were.
Like, nigga, this shit belong to somebody else.
Yeah. Hell yeah. But it's funny how I get to talking shit about his jet, and then my shit has start having problems. It didn't have a smooth landing on one of his last runs. So it's like, oh no, Drake might have made a phone call to the pilot like,
Yeah.
my nigga, make it be a rough landing. Let me put you 10K in your account right now. Let me get a little rough landing on him.
Yeah.
Since this old big nigga wanna pop shit,
Yeah.
let's get a rough landing.
Right.
But nevertheless, Ross did make his way up into this shit, and who knows where that's gonna go? Cause I got a feeling Ross got some more records he wanna drop on this shit. Yeah.
He really need to leave the boy alone though.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because your raps is tired, nigga. The motherfuckers is borderline poo.
Yeah, they getting
You know what
they
I'm
getting
saying?
tired, Ross. You feel
But
me?
like, nigga, every number one you got, Drake was on it. Why you crossing out your man? That's your man.
That's your man for real.
That's the hit maker right there.
Yup.
Like, nigga, ask tomorrow music.
See, we do the same
That's
shit
probably
that we
your
know.
biggest song you ever had.
Asher Martin, Lemon Pepper, Freestyle,
You know what I'm saying?
Stay Scheming.
Yeah.
We can keep on going.
Yeah.
We can keep on going. So that's how you know when a motherfucker just trying to jump into the mix. And like, don't point out now, Meek is his boy. Meek is his partner. Even though they got over that shit, it's still like, I didn't forget.
Meek getting caught up in the Diddy shit though.
Yeah,
that nigga out there. You seen that nigga on the tennis court?
Man.
Nigga jumping out and they said, tell me when to stop.
Not even that. Did you see his last fashion statement? And I know
With
niggas
that
got money. Yeah, with that see-through shit.
Man,
yeah. It's getting wild, man.
He's getting sticky out here.
And let's go back to what Kendrick said on that on the record. Well, it's coming up. He ain't say it yet. It's coming up. It's on that euphoria shit.
Yeah. That's
So
where we at now.
that's where we at. So after champagne moments, it gave Kendrick enough time. I know Kendrick is glad that Rick Ross dropped that shit because it gave him just enough time to drop his next track, which is Euphoria. And Pop, tell him about the cover, cause I know you're a cover man, and he got the
yeah, man. So he got the Euphoria artwork is basically just the definition of euphoria. You know what I'm saying? Look like he took that shit right from definition.com. And the definition is a feeling of well-being or elation. And euphoria was supposed to be like a play on words too, because Drake was like an executive producer on the Euphoria TV show.
Boom.
And
good point.
so like, boom, right out the bat, Kendrick coming in this bitch like real calm. I don't know what sample that is though.
It is a sample, yeah.
You the great, is it Teddy Pendergrass sample?
I think it is Teddy's joint.
I might be wrong. We probably gonna cut this out if it is.
But I think it is Teddy's joint because a lot of people was talking about this sample shit.
So he go right in talking about how the nigga a master manipulator, man, and man, the shit get real sticky. It get real personal.
Yup.
He come back, boom, 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 boom. He still getting to the sound effects, and
he leading with the sound effect shit.
the beat switches in this it creates a nice contrast. It brings like right after the smooth part, when it transitions into the actual beat, that shit is when the energy comes. Like,
Yeah, definitely. And through the energy gap, he says the notable shit that I picked up was, I heard you got a ring, and the ring he talking about is the sale of Tupac's ring.
oh yeah,
Drake brought that shit.
yeah,
So Kendrick was like, I heard you got that ring, nigga. You only making Pac turn in his grave.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He leaves with that.
Yeah.
He said there's 3 ghosts left, and 2 of them kissing and hugging on stage.
That was a straight.
That was a straight, you know what I'm saying? That's Cole and Drake hugging on stage on tour.
Yeah.
You dig? I pray that my real friends is not. He said, I pray y'all my real friends if not. YMW Melly. And we all know what he talking about with that. Go look up the YMW Melly case and see what YMW Melly supposedly did to his friends.
Right. Exactly.
This is wartime, man. We just war on words, and the nigga K-Dot with it. Put a dot at the end of that sentence. I don't like you popping shit to Pharrell for that. I ain't heard this beef.
Yeah, I inherit the beef.
Earlier, we was talking about the relationship that Pharrell has with K-Dot. And it started earlier.
Right.
And then let's just fast forward to Pusha T's album, which was Diet Coke. No, excuse me.
You want the Almost Dry shit?
Yeah, excuse me. Diet Coke is a track from the Almost Dry album. And which on that album is a track with Pharrell and Jay-Z. And that's what K-Dot is referring to. You know what I'm saying? Pharrell, which Pharrell always does, he was on the track. And I guess Drake took offense to that.
Yeah.
And some words may be exchanged, and he like, nah, nigga, I'm stepping up. I'll take that. Let me inherit that beef, nigga. And forget about pushing P. Let's see you push a T. And we all know what that is, nigga. Pusha T had words for you, had beef for you,
yeah.
And you ain't want to respond to that. Don't be trying to push shit with Pharrell. Push shit with Pusha T.
Right.
Because that's Terrence what? He said. They said that ain't Terrence Crawford. That's Terrence Thornton.
I'm Terrence Crawford, nigga. I'm whooping feet. That nigga went crazy.
So this is where it starts going to where shit is just leading to some personal shit. It's going to start. Now niggas we already got Push-Ups, was a fire track. Go to Euphoria, which is the next fire track.
Right.
Okay, now we going back and forth. This is what they saying to each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In a sense, like, okay, you drop that shit. Okay, I drop that shit.
He basically hit that nigga like, bro, you ain't even resolved the shit with Pusha T yet. Like, Pusha T got one in on him.
Mm-hmm. That's what he's saying.
Like, we wouldn't even, do y'all realize we wouldn't even know Drake had a son
if it wasn't for Pusha T.
If it wasn't for Pusha T.
And those are cold hard facts. I know I wouldn't have. I didn't even know.
We owe that to Pusha, bro.
We owe that to Pusha. We sure do.
That's a big W in hip hop.
Definitely is. And it still would have been kept a secret. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It still would have been kept a secret. But just like Drake dropped, just like Drake, he dropped the after Push-Ups. He dropped the Tailor-Made Freestyle. Yeah. He didn't give the boy time to respond. After Kendrick dropped Euphoria, he dropped 616 in LA. Didn't give Drake a time to respond. Right. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
You want to break down what the 616 in LA might mean?
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of shit. I mean, 616, wasn't that a date? It's a lot of shit.
So we all were, yeah. I think you're right.
On the OJ shit? It's a date. That's the OJ date trial. Or
It might be OJ date trial. It might be Tupac birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Or some shit.
Some shit like that, yeah.
And then
it's a Bible. It's a Bible verse.
It's a Bible verse. And more commonly known, like Drake is known for doing like the timestamp record title of his records.
Yes.
So that's what I think he was getting at too. What was the art? Let me go back to the artwork. Like, so I think the 616 record, the artwork was the black MMG glove.
Okay.
And this glove, this shit kind of get blurry. Like, the glove was allegedly obtained from one of Drake's dad's stolen bags. And but on the next disc record, it's the same picture, it's just blown up.
That's the picture I saw, yeah.
It's the picture with the glove, the shirt. It's some Olympic medication that Drake has been taking. And you can clearly, like, when they zoomed in, you can see his name on it.
That's crazy.
And then it's like some old jewelry receipts.
Yeah.
And it's a Maybach music glove.
Yep. That's why I thought that was strange. Why is the Maybach music glove there?
You know what I'm saying? They said Ross somewhere getting a kick out of this shit.
For real, everybody getting a kick. And then you kind of right on the title, because doesn't Drake have a song called Something Time in Calabasas?
Yeah. He got a bunch of them.
He got a bunch of them. Yeah, it plays
7
back.
a.m. in Charlotte.
Boom, yeah.
4 a.m. in Toronto.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, it plays off of that. So smart move by Kendrick for coming with the name title.
Right. Exactly.
Have you ever thought that OVO is working for me? That's one of the lines that he says in that 616 in LA, and I brought that up because it's supposed to have been a leak in the OVO camp.
Yeah.
That Kendrick was using to find information.
Yeah.
That he has a daughter. That you know what I mean? Certain shit, this or that.
But Kendrick also said in another part of the song, he was like, "Man, what y'all think I rap all the time? Like, nigga, I got a son to raise.
Boom.
I'm not going around seeking information. So maybe the nigga was just giving him shit.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, that's what, like, nigga, I got a son to raise. You don't know
nothing about that. You see how he used that shit? I got a son to raise. You don't know nothing about it because we didn't even know you had the son.
You feel me?
You wasn't putting that out there like that. So are you really raising him, or is that somebody else raising him for you?
Yeah, that shit crazy, bro.
Kendrick said the nigga got 100 niggas on salary. You dig what I'm saying? That's the same shit Ross was alluding to.
Right.
Now, just moving forward, right? This shit rubbed Champagne wrong.
Right.
Because he dropped some heat after this. And the heat had a video attached to it, and the heat had 3 beats.
Yeah.
So you would call that some heat, right?
Yeah.
And it's Family Matters. Yeah. Drake's dropped Family Matters, and it was a staple to this beef because it really started heating up. Now it really started getting personal with this.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
You mentioned my seed, now deal with his dad. That was the opening lines of the Family Matters shit. Drake spilled a couple opening lines before the beat dropped, and that was one of them. You mentioned my seed, now you gotta deal with his dad. You feel me?
Right.
Oh man. The nigga said he slid Metro for his main squeeze.
Yeah.
So that's why Metro's mad.
To me, it seemed like it's supposed to be a continuation of push-ups.
Yeah, because it's dropping. It is a continuation.
And I think that's why you were confused in the beginning.
I was confused. I definitely was.
This ain't the right song, bro.
All the because it's 3 beat switches, and I heard the second switch, and I thought that was a whole different song. So here I am looking for that song, and it's part of the same song. So I think that was unique.
Right.
And I love how he switched the beat. And just kept up at the same time. He switched the beat and he switched his flow.
Right.
It was a great move within that song. And then he switched it again. It's another great move. It just shows his artistry, the mastering level of his artistry. You know what I'm saying? Throughout that whole track, he slid on Metro with his main squeeze. Black Messiah wifing up a mixed queen. He said Kendrick is supposed to be that Black Messiah, but you mixing up a mixed queen?
Yeah.
You talking about, oh, come on, man. What we talking about? You talking about my whiteness and this and that, nigga. You not wifing no African queen. You wifing on somebody that's mixed.
I get Kenny a pass, man. That's like his high school sweetheart.
Yeah, I know, but
so they've been locked in for a long time.
That's why it's a petty line. I mean, it's a petty reference. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Cause you know we came up together. You know we've been locked in for a long time.
Right.
But it's just one of them shots I could throw at you because you claim to be this almighty Black Messiah type.
Yeah.
You feel?
It was a good rebuttal to them trolling that he's a white boy.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's really getting interesting. You know why?
What's that?
I heard that one of them little kids might be Dave Freeze.
Yeah. So I ain't really know much about this, but I think Dave Free is one of the guys that's in OVO's camp. But he been like putting heart emojis and shit under Kendrick baby pictures, like other Kendrick's son baby pictures.
And that was the album cover. I mean, excuse me, that was the track cover for not Family Matters.
It was
later on, but keep that. We're gonna that's what it was a track cover now. That little part right there is the track
emoji,
cover.
Yeah,
definitely was.
Yeah.
So we knew nothing about Dave Free before this. At least I didn't, and now he's getting brought into the mix because it's dirt that Drake has that he wants to dig up and throw out there. Shit getting messy now.
Right.
You feel me?
What you think about the pedophile shit? Like, I don't know if he, the white chick. I think her name is Bobby. Interviewed him.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if they accusing him of messing with her or.
Nah.
It's some other shit too. He paid off like $350,000 to a girl in like 2017.
He kissed on stage. That one probably.
Yeah.
It's a young girl he kissed on stage that they got footage of.
Yeah.
Now, the Bobby Milli. Okay, you know the girl from Stranger Things? They said Drake tried to holler at her when she was underage, and her name was Bobby Brown. It's Bobby something Brown. It's Bobby Brown's son. You know what I mean? But her name was Bobby too.
Okay.
So that get those in the reference too.
Right. So was that just like a play on words when they bring up the Whitney?
Yeah, I think cause Bobby.
On some
Whitney.
Bobby shit, I know what Whitney needs.
Yeah, that was just a play on words.
Okay.
That was a play on words.
I got you.
And throughout this whole shit, now Drake be taking shit personal, and I'm saying that because you could tell.
Yeah.
He's taking the shots that Rick Ross throwing at him personal. He like, nigga, you supposed to be my nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Everything was cool. You know what I mean? It's shots to be given and shots to be thrown out.
Right.
Rick Ross supposed to be my nigga. Like, we got good music together. We done made moves, we done did this and that. You wanna come at me? Okay, cool. I'm gonna take another shot at you. He took another shot at the nigga on Family Matters. He said, you the one that's gonna be reading me my Miranda rights. Like, it's like, that's another officer shot, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Through the same track, he's saying how Pluto, he don't know what happened with him and Pluto. That shit kind of make him sick. That Pluto was in the mix.
Right.
That's something else to keep your eyes on. How Future's playing into this. Because to my opinion, I don't think Future's gonna have anything else to say or do with this whole beef. I don't.
He don't need to.
He don't need to. He just his album was the start of the shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Him and Metro album was the anchor that fell in the water.
Future don't really strike me as a dude that would go like back and forth with a nigga on the track.
Word.
He'll throw like probably some subliminals, but Future strike me as one of the niggas that, man, let's just get this money.
Let's get this money.
Nigga that record probably made that album go platinum.
It did, bro. It boosted this shit. And there's some other shit on there that's good, but it boosted this shit.
Yeah, hell yeah. I like the Ozempic line, which I don't really understand it because I feel like him and Ross taking the same shit. They say Ross taking like a different form, but it's essentially the same thing. That nigga said Ozempic got a side effect of jealousy, and you doctors ain't even told y'all.
Now that's a crazy ass. That's wild.
Wild, bro.
That's wild. Cause really, when you think about it, I feel like Drake got a good point about that. Cause it's like, nigga, you just jealous of me. Speaking on Ross.
And
you just jealous of me.
I feel like he is.
Yeah.
And it's showing.
It's showing, man.
Like, I feel like it's showing, bro. Like,
it's showing.
Like, this nigga keep dropping shit on y'all. And Ross and Meek are stuck.
They stuck, man.
Like,
they stuck. They thought that album that they made was
you gonna have to call Drake back to get another number one, cause it ain't looking good for
I think those are over with. I think all their collabs is over with. That's just what I think. And the last little shit that Drake says on the Family Matters is I'm paraphrasing again, but he really saying, Kendrick, you got a problem with liquor and it makes you hit on your girl.
And I don't know how true that is.
I don't neither, but we do know Kendrick be in New York a lot, and he be by himself. And he's a family man.
I think he moved to New York though. He live in Brooklyn now.
Yeah, but that's what Champagne is. I keep on calling the nigga Champagne. That's what the nigga Drake is saying. Why?
Shit, I don't know. There was shit popping there.
So if you had a young kid and a family, you gonna leave them go to the Left Coast without them?
So it's being said that he's living in Brooklyn by himself.
Why?
I didn't know it was by himself though. I thought he moved his family there.
Nah, it's saying that he's by himself out there. Does
you.
Dave Free got something to do with this shit? Well, it's yet to be. We don't know yet, right?
What Dave Free from?
I don't know.
He out in LA with her?
That's what I'm saying.
Man, chill.
Cause look, Drake said that baby might not be yours. It ain't came out yet, but shit might not be yours.
Shit.
It might not be yours. So
again, I thought it was another dope attempt to capitalize on the
it was
on the event at hand, but they say Baby King be writing some of his shit, but the reason I think that is because, or the reason that I think it's possible is because of the sound effects.
Okay.
That, that. What he be doing? What he do on that? He be doing some weird sound effects.
Yeah. So you
at
saying
the beginning of Euphoria?
So you saying Baby King was the one implementing those sound effects, tell him spice up
Possibly.
a little bit? Yeah, okay.
Possibly.
It kind of makes sense. Okay.
Cause I mean, like let's take it back to Drake when he was like, "I really just want to keep it PG."
Mm-hmm.
That shit is, Kendrick new label is PG Lang.
Boy, you coming
So
up with
it's
Jay.
like-
I learned that just now.
And that's what Baby King signed to, I believe.
Okay.
So yeah, man,
Okay.
that shit all coming full circle.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
It is. Now feeding off of the family matters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shit get real personal. See, the Family Matters track, if you listen to it, Drake is throwing personal shots, talking about his girl getting hit.
Mm-hmm.
We talking about Kendrick girl getting hit, talking about you know what I'm saying, Dave Free getting up in his girl, might not be your son, one of them kids might not be yours.
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick hearing all this shit.
Yeah.
So he drops Meet the Grams. Super personal shit. This guy writes a letter to Drake's mom, dad, son, and even Aubrey herself. And he does it in a calm setting where you could hear what he's saying.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And a possible daughter.
And a possible daughter. Yeah, and a possible daughter.
Yeah.
So,
his approach to it is crazy. Like, I think he kind of took the AI approach that Drake did and flipped it to like, this your family. Your fucking son is disappointed in you, nigga.
Yeah.
This nigga.
Hell yeah. Your dad is disappointed in you?
Your dad is an evil man. You know what I'm saying? That nigga said your dad is an evil man.
Man, that shit crazy.
Like, you don't deserve the type of life that you're gonna endure.
Yep.
Like,
he got on a first name basis with Drake's mom and told her and wrote a letter to her saying, "Do you know what your son is doing out here with these females? I know you're embarrassed about that."
right.
This shit is crazy now. And to sum it all the way up, just on my end, he really said, man, you lied about a lot of shit. You lied about your surgery, you lied about having ghostwriters, and you lied about having a son.
Right.
What more? He's really telling your fans. Kendrick is really pointing out to Drake's fans, like, your favorite artist is a liar.
Right. Exactly. Like, he's belittling this man in every way possible.
Mm-hmm.
He's questioning his manhood. He's questioning his leadership.
Yes.
Like, your kid, like, you don't need to look up to your dad as a leader because he's not a real man.
And he told his son, don't worry about it. Now, this is super disrespectful. Just relax. Listen to this shit when you turn 18. Maybe you'll get it then.
I love the way he ended that verse.
Boy, that's wild. That is wild.
For him to do that shit when he 18 is gonna be classic.
That is wild. You feel me? You got anything to say about Meet the Grams? Before I get into my favorite track about this shit
so
all together?
Meet the Grams, I think, was produced by Alchemist, right?
Okay, yeah. Now we can get into the production. And I'm glad you tapped into that because Alchemist got Meet the Grams. Drake, who did Drake had a producer on his shit too. Drake had on one of them tracks he made, he had a big producer on it.
Was it Boy Wonder?
I missed it.
I feel like it was Boy Wonder. I seen that shit.
I didn't put it in my notations, but I thought about it when you said that shit. Now these producers are getting into the mix too.
Yeah.
And it might affect them moving forward.
Yeah.
But shout out to Alchemist because I'm sure Kendrick reached out to him for that. It wasn't the opposite. It wasn't the other way around.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah. And that just leads to the next producer being used for the next track.
Yeah.
Not Like Us. You're not like us, man. You're not like us. The ultimate bop song, man. Kendrick knew when he put this shit out, it was gonna be some dancing being done. This track just reminds me of his coast, you know what I mean? It reminds me of the West Coast. I know he knew this was gonna be that bop for them.
Right.
He knew that shit.
For sure.
And it is, man. This shit is the best. Until then, to me, Family Matters was a staple because just the track, just the beat switch and just Drake going crazy. But then you get to this Not Like Us, man. That shit just had you dun 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 dun. It got you want to motherfucking get up and dance, bro.
Mustard on that motherfucker.
You got mustard on the beat. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I just keep thinking back, going back to the pedophile shit. Like, the artwork is like, it's a picture of Drake's house, and it got all these little red pinpoint dots on the map.
We all know that, man.
Yeah, like, bro, you housing sex offenders at OVO.
Boy, that shit crazy.
Man, and I think it's a real picture.
And mind you, throughout this whole beef, right, throughout these songs,
that nigga said, beat your ass and hide the body of God watching. Oh my God, bro.
Nah, first of all, that nigga say Drake. I heard you like them real young. You better never go to Cell Block 1.
Hell yeah, they gonna abuse you.
They gonna abuse it. He got, excuse me, he got some shit on here, man.
So do you know who Chubbs is?
Chubbs. Nah, I don't. Who is Chubbs?
So it's a they tell Chubbs the only one that get the hand-me-downs and party at the party playing with the nose now.
He talking about the whole OVO team with this shit.
Yeah, so Chubbs gotta be at OVO too. I don't know much about Chubbs though, but Chubbs and Baca.
Okay, now Baca Not Nice. If y'all can remember Baca Not Nice, he came out a couple years ago. He came out hard. Now he had one of them hard tracks for the OVO camp, right?
Yeah.
His history, well, he did a lot of years in jail, and you know what I'm saying. His history is some pedophilia shit. So
yeah,
K-Dot is. K-Dot is mentioning that shit on a few of these diss tracks. It might go over your head, but he's mentioning that shit.
That nigga said, you trying to strike a chord, and I bet it's A minor.
But it's A minor. Nah, Party Next Door, they saying the boy.
You think the Bay gonna let you disrespect Pac, nigga?
He like to use the white boy. And we're just putting Party Next Door versus The Weeknd right now, just because it makes for a better matchup. Because obviously the Weeknd is fucking with Future and Kendrick. I mean,
yeah,
that's just how it's playing out.
Yeah, for sure.
You dig what I'm saying? But I never some other shit that Drake dropped on this shit. He said, "What is what is an owl? It's a bird, bitch, and a bird." Like, come on, man.
Nigga breaking that shit.
He breaking that shit down. Yeah.
And I say, man, like, a lot of this shit Kendrick doing, it ain't surface level.
I know, man.
It's almost like Bro, I really wanted to print the lyrics out on paper and bring them here today.
And read them bitches like that. It's shit crazy. That's why we kind of getting a little mixed, because it's a lot of paraphrasing, but it's a lot of shit being said. He called a nigga the Malibu's most wanted. That's that white boy shit, you know what I mean?
Now let's talk about Drake always going to Atlanta to fuck with some niggas to kind of like steal their fan base.
Yes.
Like nigga, you done did that shit with Savage, Lil Baby, Future. Y'all got like two albums together, huh?
2 Chainz.
2 Chainz.
Come on now.
I feel like you did that shit. Not even with just Atlanta, bro. You doing that shit with Sexy Red. You doing that shit with did that shit with The Game.
Yep.
When they dropped that 100 song.
Yep.
And now, like, you even doing this shit with interviews, like.
It's crazy, man. And
you
just
doing
think
this
about
shit with Yachty. You doing the shit with the white chick that interviewed him.
Just making face calls with anybody.
Yeah, like, I don't know, bro.
We get into more even deeper information that we didn't know, that I know you guys didn't know. The man says you fucked on Wayne girl while he was locked up. Came out and got a tattoo of the nigga. You got the neck tattoo of the nigga, and you fucked on his girl while he was locked up.
Now you want to apologize and shit.
The apology is
Wayne
the tattoo.
told that nigga, keep moving how you moving, nigga. You know what I mean?
How crazy? That ain't crazy, because it's two parts to that. You know what I mean? It ain't like he took it from the girl. She had to open up. But it's like, damn, you supposed to be my G. All these other girls in the world, and you wanna
sour milk ass nigga, man.
Yeah. The nigga K-Dot, like Pop was saying about the Atlanta shit, he gave us a little educational tool too. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta niggas was the first ones building up the roadways, building up the railroads, building up we talking about black Atlanta. Yeah. Building shit up. So Drake, you wanna come feed off of that. That's basically what he was saying. Right.
He always had a thing for Atlanta though, even early on with the Houston, Atlanta, Vegas shit.
Yeah. Glad you popped that out.
The nigga wanna be from here.
Word. Freaky ass nigga, you a 69 god. Freaky ass nigga, you a 69 god. Freaky ass nigga, you. Let me hear you say OVO.
That shit.
Say OVO. I mean, it's just that's just the antics we was talking about, just the energy.
That nigga said OVO, other vaginal option.
Hey, the man going crazy, man.
Oh, man.
But for real, that Not Like Us, that's one of them joints that I hope K-Dot make a video too, because that's one of them that's gonna move the crowd. Just like Family Matters moved the crowd. The video did too. Yeah. You feel? So K-Dot, we need that visual, man.
Absolutely, man.
Like I brought up before that track, the DJs is really playing in tune with it too. Alchemist, he played in tune with it. And Mustard, the Not Like Us is the Mustard, DJ Mustard. That's what I wanted to say. Drake, he has, I don't know what record it was, but he got support from Who Kid. Okay. He got some support from Who Kid on one of these records. Okay. That's what I want to mention. Yeah. So the DJs is starting to evolve to that. Yeah. That might start a whole nother sparring situation. We don't know yet. Yeah. But shout out to Mustard, because this shit right here, the Not Like Us shit, it got me wanting to do that shit. You feel what I'm saying? It got me wanting to crip walk like I know how to sea walk and shit. But just moving on from that, we have the latest track that's been dropped to our attention, and it's the Hard Part 6. It's Drake with the Hard Part 6. But the beat is good. It starts off with a sample too. I'm not sure what that is, but it starts off with a hint of a sample too. But he's on his calm flow shit, like he got something to say, and it's like it's feeling like it's the last one from Drizzy. It's feeling like that. We don't know.
Like yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, he starts off with the 1090 Jake. He would have had his info. If I was a pedophile, 1090 Jake would have been told you about it. Right. That's what he starts off with. You know what I mean? So he said we fed you fake information and you ran with it. I told y'all, the team told y'all I had a daughter looming around, and you fed off of that shit and ran with it.
Seemed like he just clearing up shit.
Clearing up shit on this last joint. Yeah, that's good.
Like,
That's a good way to say it.
If you want to come at me with facts.
Mm-hmm.
Which a lot of that shit facts, bro.
Yeah, it is.
He really just denying the
underage girl theory.
The underage girl theory. He denied that he has a daughter.
Right.
But I think he got a son.
He got something else out there. And he also saying is, nigga, you saying I didn't raise my son. I don't ever see you with the mixed son you got.
Yeah.
That's what Drake said. I don't ever see you with no kid, nigga.
Pick your son up and smile. Smile. Yeah. He said something like that.
Yeah, nigga, I don't ever see you with yours, nigga, so what you talking about? Yeah. He said, I don't want to fight with a woman beater.
Right. Then he said maybe his lady is following Dave Free and not him.
Yeah. Because Kendrick went to the East Coast and Dave Free and what's name was still over there in the West. Which we don't even know.
So maybe
exactly.
they're just going through something.
Yeah, you know, that's what happens. And then at the end of the day, Drake says, you know what? I'm not even mad at you because it's all about the fans, and at least your fans are getting some entertainment off of this because, nigga, you don't be dropping music.
Right.
So at least your fans are feeling good that you dropping now.
Yeah.
But that was really like a cop out to say, nigga, let's quit it. We done gave him enough, let's calm it down.
Right.
I feel, you know what I mean? Because you didn't have to do all that at the end of the track. You didn't have to give it to where you kind of done with this shit. It was fun. It was cool. It was fun. We gave your fans something to laugh about, but now I'm done. Right. That's really what I got from Drake out this last track.
So he, I think in the song before this, he talked about the movie The Sixth Sense.
Okay.
And he mentioned something about the Epstein. But I think he confused, because he mentioned Joel Osteen too.
Oh, he sure
That's
did.
That's the massive preacher.
Yeah, he did.
So I don't really know like the whole angle behind that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I spotted that out because now that you say that, because we share the same birthday. So when I hear his name, automatically, you know what I mean?
No, the Osteen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got you.
It's rap beef for today, man.
Absolutely.
You got two mainstream artists who not gonna lose no fans over this, who's not gonna lose, to me, I don't think, no money off of this. You know what I mean? They might lose a little respect from each other, but other than that, it's just real deal sparring. Yeah. It's real deal sparring.
Nigga said, you still bumping R. Kelly, you should thank the Savior. It's a lot of little shots, man. It is. Down, but overall, I'm gonna be on record and say this. The Heart Part 6, Drake, I think that's the best song we've heard so far.
You think that's the best song?
From the beef. It's just like, bro, the tone he using.
Yeah.
I mean, it got hella replay value to me.
It do. It got flow. It got tone. It got.
But the best diss is Meet the Grams.
You think so?
Hell yeah. It's between Meet the Grams and Euphoria.
So, all right. So, where would you put Not Like Us? Where would you put that record out of all this?
See, Not Like Us is kind of one of them ones. It's a diss, but it ain't just like. It ain't so deep that you can't get it. He put it in a way that it could still be a club record.
Yep.
So it's gonna have that commercial success.
Yep.
But it's some shit in there.
So how was that not ranked one of the best tracks? It's club.
I'm just going by like sonically and like my personal taste.
Okay. Okay.
Like I just prefer them other two over that.
Okay. Now, for me, Meet the Grams.
I could see more people dancing to
Not like us. Yeah, that's why I said it's one of the better
like,
songs.
When I'm at the crib, chilling,
right?
Just kind of getting into it, cooking out on the grill, that type of shit. I'd probably throw that Hard Part 6 on.
Hard Part 6, okay. I see what you're getting at.
Or Euphoria.
Right.
Meet the Ground seems like it's more like it ain't really for a setting.
It's not.
It's like I'm trying to study something.
Right.
You
right.
know what I'm saying?
It is. It is. It is. To me, I got to give more praise to Not Like Us, man, because the replay value, like you were saying, we could play it in the clubs. I could play that shit at home. I could play that shit when niggas is playing cards. I could play that shit and shooting dice. You could play that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, Family Matters, I wish I could take the 2 last beat switches and make that a track.
Yeah.
Make that a record.
Yeah.
That'll be some shit I could listen to all day too.
Well, part of me think he should have left the beginning of the, like the continuation of the push-ups. He should have just left that whole beat out.
Yeah, I feel like that too.
Fresh,
I feel like that too. Maybe he didn't think of that until, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Till he ended up doing it. And we can't forget about Like That, because that shit right there, it hits hard too.
To be honest, that's probably the best.
That's probably the best song.
It's just not a full diss.
There you go. It's not a full diss and it's not a full Kendrick song. It has Future. Future has 2 verses on that shit. Yeah. You feel me? So, but as far as the song, it was no better song to lead off this whole shit than that. Yeah. It came out the blue. It has a sample on it. It's just dope. The horns, as soon as it plays, it's just jumping right into that shit. It's a masterpiece. But yeah, that's beef, man. And what I want to say, I think this goes for me and Pop. We wish no harm to nobody who's in this beef. We wish no bad ill. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep it on wax. Y'all keep it entertaining, and because it's just for the culture. Right. You know what I'm saying? Another thing that y'all gotta watch out for is the higher ups. Call them whatever you want to call them. I call them the higher ups because this is how shit goes. You got artists like Sexy Red. Do you think? And I'm not throwing shade to her. I don't know personally, and I ain't got nothing against her music, but that was intentional for her to come out. Yeah. Listen to what she rapping about. Asshole, brown, pussy pink, all that shit. Little kids. This is what the higher ups, they throwing shit out there like
they playing
little
kid
shit.
parties.
Man, look at that
shit.
Think about that shit. Yeah. Your kids listen to that without grown-ups around, right? They listen to it. It was a pregnant lady parading around, twerking, making music, and they pushing that.
Yeah, and shot the video in the hospital.
And you think this wasn't planned? You think that they didn't see this coming when they seen, you know what I mean? They pushing her to do shit like that. It's not just her. Let's take another artist, Lil Nas X. Oh my God. That's an industry plant.
That boy just said he fainting for dick. Man, yo, that shit blew me when I first heard that shit.
But listen,
he said, nigga, I'm fainting for dick. And I was in middle school sending all my friends my pics.
This shit is crazy, ain't it? But you gotta think about it.
You were doing what?
What's the boy name? What's his name?
Nas X.
You think he came up with that name?
Oh, he put the X on there for nasty shit?
This motherfucker didn't come up with that name at all. The industry gave him that name. They said, who the fuck is one of the most famous rappers out here? Nas.
Put an X on there.
They said Nas. They said, man, your name gotta be, you know what I'm saying? They doing
it. Fucking my dog algorithm up.
I'm telling you, man, they planted it like this. They said, nah, make a name where it's gonna stand out to where it's whatever. And they came up with that, Lil Nas X shit. They came up with his character. They came up with I said that to say this, man. Just be mindful of what we listening to and how we moving. This is entertaining. Yeah, it surely is. but don't let it be more than that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Use it for what it is. And if you parents out there, you got young kids, be more, study what they're doing, study what they listen to. You know, it's parentally advised for a reason. Like, there's no way in nothing, I only want to say the other word, but there's no way that 10 or 11, 12-year-old girls should be like in a party setting by themselves listening to Sexy Red and shit like that.
Right.
There's no way it should be happening like that.
But to piggyback off what you saying, and I want to speak about black people,
right?
Especially black women. We think that shit cool.
It's sad that we think that.
Like, let's say you my daughter, right? Hey, you know this hair super fat.
Do your thing. Show them again. Show them again.
I was just like, man, this ain't right.
It ain't right, man. They got motherfuckers brainwashed out here for real.
And then I don't even want to get into her music like that because I be overcritical on shit like the shit ain't even mixed good. She recorded this shit on a cell phone, man.
Like she just recorded and put it out.
How back in the day we used to dub our verses.
Yeah.
Like record that shit twice. Yeah. The exact same way. Nigga, nobody do that shit no more. She dub her shit.
That's how you could tell, man. I had to throw that shit out there because this is what they doing. Right. This is what they doing, and we letting it happen. We letting this shit happen. You feel what I'm saying?
We letting it happen, man. I heard somebody say, maybe like early in the week, they was basically like, shit, I don't even know if I'll let my child have a cell phone or be like on social media until probably high school.
It's hard trying to block it out though.
It is, because all their friends doing
boom, they going to public school.
Yeah, getting bullied now if you ain't got no phone.
Yeah, you damn near getting bullied if you ain't got an iPhone.
Right.
But it's like, look, for real, it's like you going to public school. Say you trying to outlaw your kids from having this or that, right? You going to public schools where they're around all that. You think they not going? Come on, man. You think they not going to be on social media? You think they not going?
Yeah.
It's the world.
If not, they friends showing it to them.
Exactly. What you got to do is you have to be more involved. When they come home, ask them.
Talk to your kids.
Talk to your kids.
Ask questions. Like, what y'all learn today? Boom. What you and your friends talk about today?
Yeah.
Like, and that'll help you build more trust with them.
Exactly.
And they'll feel like they can tell you anything.
Exactly.
But like, you'll get to a point, man, like, they look at you as a parent, so they don't want to tell you, like, they know you the disciplinary, so they not gonna want to tell you, like, if they know they done got into some shit or did some shit that could possibly get them in trouble. They not gonna tell you,
right?
Unless you got that line of communication.
That line of communication, and it starts. I mean, that line, you have to start it, cause once it starts, it gets easier for them.
Right.
Once you start asking kids questions as they come in every day, they're prepared. They're gonna know. Okay, my parents are gonna ask me this. You dig what I'm saying? As far as you not doing it and just coming out the blue with it, and you ask them that shit, they like, oh, nothing. They gonna try to hide it because they not used to you questioning them.
Right.
And then you got parents out there who's motherfucking. They got their own movie going too. They could care less what their kids doing. Oh, right. The teachers got them. The school got them. Nah, you have to have them in these day and ages. Right. If not, they gonna be 16 years old with a fucking bra and panty set with tattoos, piercings, talking about their booty hole brown and shit. It's just how it happens, man.
That's facts. That's fact.
But you know, we gotta do more kissing the loved ones and hugging the babies for real, cause it matters.
And they probably gonna have a few babies themselves.
And
early.
And y'all thinking it's cute. I was so disturbed 16. When I seen a video of 3 or 4 young girls at McDonald's. Somebody had a speaker in there, they playing Sexy Red, and they motherfucking 7, 8-year-old twerking on the damn in McDonald's and I heard chuckling from parents.
That's what I'm telling you.
I could never.
And they probably video recorded it.
Yeah, it's sad, man. It's sad.
Otherwise, how did you see the video? You know what I'm saying?
Somebody recorded that
They putting that shit out there. Oh, I'm finna get some views out of this shit.
It's crazy. And I look, and we just speculating. We don't know personally, but I wouldn't be surprised if they gave Sexy Red 10,000 and say, hey, get pregnant and make sure you keep the baby.
And it might be Drake, baby.
He acting like it, ain't he?
Might be Drake.
But yeah, man. It's always fun wrapping up with my boy Pop. We come at you with music, sports, and entertainment. You know what I'm saying? We try to stay in the loop with it, and we just try to stay up.
Absolutely.
Give y'all a different mindset to look forward to.
For sure.
Get in the comments, ask questions, tell us what we could do better next time. Tell us what y'all want to hear from us. You know what I mean?
For sure.
It's definitely back.
Absolutely, man. Let us know who y'all think winning the battle in the comments.
Yeah, we want to hear that.
You know what I'm saying? Comment down below, man. Make sure you tap that notification bell so you'll get notified anytime we drop something new.
Yes, indeed.
Make sure you visit mindsetmediaofficial.com. Mindset Podcast, ATL on YouTube. And Mindset Media on IG. Mindset Media on IG and Mindset Podcast on IG, man. So we got a lot of shit going on. So
it's up, man, because it's like that. You heard?
You already know, man. Yeah.